Right everyone, now I'm going to do a Bridgerton, I've started it, purse. This was the last one of these that I had, and I popped that onto a big piece of thick felt, traced out from the outer edge, not the inner edge, the outer edge, and then that just fits when you cut it perfectly in there. And I've just started to stitch this piece on. I have marked out on the sides where this bit will go, and then I've chosen some of these appliques to cover the front of it. The back I'm just going to use material, I think, but it's not going to be stitched on the machine or anything. I'm going to hand stitch it all, and once the front and the back are on, and I only need it at the top, I'm going to leave all this open, you know, unstitched, until I've done whatever I want to do with it. And then when it's complete, I'm going to put some tassel at the bottom, because it is a Bridgerton one, and I think just here I have some tassel left because I keep giving it away. I need to get the same tassel. I've also got a little bit of this as well, you know, like that, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. Let me just see. Oh, I've got this one to hang at the bottom, maybe. No, it's not enough. Unfortunately, it's not enough, so I may need to... Oh, I've got a piece of this left. That might do. Yeah, because I don't want it all the way round. I just want it like that. Yeah, that's fine. So that will hang there. And then I'm going to have some hand-stitched pearls and that on that, on the flowers. So I'll leave that out. So what I'm doing now, after cutting it, I've opened it up to stitch it, because it's easier. And you just need, you see the hole, the perforated holes? You just need to push that in, so you know that's in tight. And I'm double stitching this in. Oops. Now I might speed this up, because it does take a fair bit of time to do. Make sure you've got enough thread on. I am using a white thread. I'm not fussed, because I've got markers I can go over it with and darken them if I choose to. But do it double stitched like that, and that's nice and secure. But every one you do, push that fabric in. Push the felt in. And that way you know you've got that nice and tight, and it's not going to come undone. So this is my Bridgerton purse. Now I do want to make a Bridgerton fascinator. And I'm going all Bridgerton at the moment. We keep doing different things. It was slow stitching last month. Patchwork the month before. I'm trying to keep bringing you with different genres of work, because that will help if you're a beginner to crafting. It will help you gain skills, and I do it start to finish 9 times out of 10. You don't need to see me cut that out. There we go. Making sure that's pushed in. And if you've marked it right, it should work. I have done other bags, and I'll share the pictures of that now. And those bags that I've just shown you were hand stitched, and the pearls, each pearl was also hand stitched on. And I think I did a video, so I'll put the link of the video in the description box of me making the second one. Oops. I think I only filmed the second one. And they both sold immediately. But they were beautiful bags, I have to say. Like I say, I've kept this open. I'm just going to lift my feet up. I've got a little box underneath that I put my feet on when I get a bit... the table's a bit high for me, I think. And I could alter my chair. But I'm comfortable at this level in regards to the chair. But the table's slightly higher. Now, all your parcels have gone out, folks. I'm just waiting for... I hope, Peggy, you are okay, lovey, because now I'm getting worried. Because you've not answered the videos and you've not answered my emails. So I'm just worried. Sorry, I do worry about people because, you know, I do. And I just hope you're okay, darling. So I'm waiting to hear off. Now, who was the other one? Terry Alderson. I don't know if I mentioned you in my other video. I've got some written order here. And you've ordered quite a bit. Do you still need it? Because you've not inquired about it. And, you know, I think I wrote to you and I was waiting for an answer. So I'm just going through... I was looking for a particular order of when it was posted, and I found the written order from you that I'd written down for you, with lots of stuff on it. But do you still want your order? Because you need to let me know, lovey. And I hope you're all right as well. It's don't like it when people don't answer, because you do worry about them. Obviously, there's a lot of things going around. You don't want anyone to be ill. I'm just making sure that's stuck right in there. See how neat it looks though. But not fussed about it being white, like I said before. Yeah. All last week's parcels went out, of course. This week's have gone out. They were actually... It didn't take me as long to do this week's. And some have already started to receive. I sent a parcel to my brother the other day. And he got it within 24 hours. I nearly died of shock. Because the Royal Mail have never done a 24-hour thing for decades. Been a long time since they actually did what they actually advertise they do. Alright. Long time. So, but he phoned me and said, oh, my parcel arrived. When did you... I only sent it yesterday. Yeah, not yesterday. I mean the day before when he'd rang. I mean, I've sent a parcel to my second eldest sister, Judy, and she lives the other across town. She lives in the same city, but she's about 20-minute drive away, and it's took 4 days, 5 days. It's just crazy. The whole... It wants a really good look at. Somebody needs to really look at it. See? So that is now securely on there. And then when I sew it, hand stitch it, I do the overstitch. And that sews that together. That's great. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Not fussed about all this. It's getting covered up with this. So that's that one. So I'm just going to continue onto this one. And this is why I like working with thick felt, because they're perfect for slotting in this groove under here. Perfect. Okay, now I'm just going to go straight across onto that side. It's a little bit awkward. I do want you to see it. But I need it at an angle that I can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry we don't have these for sale anymore. We did. I might get them in again actually, because they did go well. You know, and people did the purse that the other one was much bigger. It was a handbag. This is like a purse. Oh, actually it's going to be a little handbag that the Bridgertons would have carried about with them. I wish they'd do a really good close-up, you know, of all their accessories, because and they only show certain ones because you can see more detail, and then you don't copy them exact, but you can do your own, you know, style. Just, it's easier for people who are learning how to do things that they've got something to go on. But when they're sharing, they want you to watch the programme, but they don't show you close-ups of the actual garments. Well, I mean, the garments they do, and I've seen the jewellery up close. But, you know, and I can make my own jewellery, I often do, but the accessories, I want to see them close up, and when you're watching the film, you still can't see them close up. It doesn't show you. Now, I hope this lasts till the end. I don't want to be stopping and starting. And he's going to post the if you ordered yesterday, your parcel's going out this morning, so that was quick. Now, I'm going to say something about the postage. I have on the 5th, all those that ordered on the 5th of May, those went out a few days later, because I have 5 working days if they're for abroad. Well, for the UK as well, to get your orders together and pack them and get them shipped out. Now, those that were ordered on the 5th, that lot, like I say, went out a couple of days later. Now, some of them still haven't received them, but they're just turning up this week, and one was last week out of that batch. One turned up last week, 2 turned up this week. This is not down to us. People keep thinking when they've ordered from us, it's our problem if it's, you know, not arrived on time, or, you know, 2 or 3 weeks that they've expected it to arrive. No, Royal Mail take over when we post it. So it's down to them. And unless you track your parcel, you have to wait the 3 months that they say you have to wait before they'll look for it. So that's for overseas. The UK, you get a month, and if they haven't received it within the month, they will do a search for it in the depots here. But, oh, I've just stabbed myself, I hope I don't bleed. But if you're abroad, they won't search for it for 3 months. Now, that's not to say, and it doesn't work, it doesn't happen all the time, so don't get me wrong, but there have been twice in the 14 years I've been doing this, parcels, one parcel arrived 7 months later. I'd already refunded the lady, and I just, you know, she did pay for it again, so she was quite honest. And a couple of, the other one took about 6 or 7 weeks, and that was because they were stockpiling. And they do it, because they tell us they do. They were stockpiling parcels to save on fuel before it reached Plymouth to be shipped out. Or Manchester, I think it was one of them. You know, for the shipping, for the airplane thing. So they didn't take it every day. What they did, they waited a whole week before they took all of theirs to the airport. And you can go online and you can find out this information, because they do that. Now, I'm going to just finish this off by catching this just a couple of times. Oops, I didn't mean that. Oh, it's gone through there. I didn't want that. Yeah. And so please, when you're writing to me, just be careful. Not be careful, but I'd appreciate it if you did it in a kinder tone. Some of you, most of you are all right. But I've had the odd one, it's, where's my parcel? No, please, a thank you. And I fully understand you waiting, and a lot of people get giddy waiting and whatever. But for the odd occasion, I have had quite nasty, and I don't mean regular, because this doesn't happen regular, but I have had a tone that's quite nasty. And when you explain to them, well, it should have been here. And, you know, and I'm thinking, yeah, well, it's not. And I can't do anything other than apologise and do my best to find out where that parcel is. I need a smaller needle now. It's got to go through there. But anyway, so, you know, it's really hard to explain. I'm going to just do that a couple of times and push that through the other side. Like that. Thread that on. Like that. It wasn't quite long enough, but it will be okay. Oh, I can't see. I'm so blind. Yeah, it's sometimes your parcels may take 2 to 3 weeks. It's not my fault. We always get ours out on time. Always. Now that's gone the other way, hasn't it? Yes, you silly woman, Fee. You need to go that under. Oh, take that out. That needs to go back under there and do it that way. There. It is all down to Royal Mail. And I fully apologise on their behalf. But they will not look for a parcel in the UK until it's been missing a month, and they won't look for a parcel in overseas until it's been 3 months. That's not my rules, that's their rules. And you know, they do turn up. If they've been late, they do turn up. I've had two women from that particular batch that parcels have turned up and they've had the good grace to wait. And now it's dreadful, and it makes me and my shop look bad, and I don't like that they're not doing their, you know, their side of the bargain. But for the people that are buying from me, I feel for you. I really do. Right, so that's now on like that. I'm okay with that. I'm not bothered. It's only a showpiece anyway. And I'm not going to sew it, like I said, until I've done this. So I do apologise profusely. And I wish there was more I could do to help. The only time you can actually trace it is if you track it. And some people are just not willing to do that. They don't want to pay that little bit extra. Now, we choose the cheapest shipping option as it is. You know, I do the products for as cheap as possible to help you. It's not for me to make a profit, I'll tell you that now. I mean, I make enough to cover what I need and my bills. You know, my products that I have to replace. And a little in the pot to keep growing. But apart from that, I don't charge like everybody else does. You know. So, I do everything I can to help other people. And I do apologise. And I wish I could just, you know, click my fingers and your parcel's there with you. But it doesn't work like that. And sometimes you have to be a little bit more patient than what you actually are. I mean, I had one, she lived in, what was it? But is it Bermondsey in the US? Somewhere like that? No, it wasn't in the UK, it was in the US. And she ordered it, and 3 days later, she asked where the parcel was. And I had to explain to her, it takes time. They take time to get from me to you, you know. And she said, well, I know I've ordered before and I've had it in 3 days. I said, well, good luck. Very, you know, that's fantastic. But no, it's not going to work like that every time. And it made me feel bad. I'm too soft, you see. I have every sympathy with anybody who's waiting on something. I, myself, have waited for weeks for things in this country, let alone abroad. But I don't want that to put you off from shopping, you know, with us. We don't send things out first class or second class. We send it out economy. 1, because it splits the money in half to what you would normally pay. 2, you're getting it at the same time as first and second class. So it's pointless you lashing out first and second class shipping when you can pay economy and get the same amount of time. I just do what I can to help. But please, just some of you, if you can just bear with me, and, you know, a normal parcel, a normal parcel will take 1 to 2 weeks to get to you if you live overseas. And depending on where you live, it can take up to 3 to 4 weeks. So all I can say is, you know, please just have a little bit more patience. And like I said, if you order and you live abroad, we have 5 working days in which to complete your order. And then we only ship once a week now. We used to ship 2 or 3 times a week when we had the unit. But we don't have it anymore. The business isn't as popular as it was because of COVID. It went to pieces after COVID. And I'm just building it back up again. And that's why every single order, whether it's £5, £10, £50, it doesn't matter. Every single order is precious to me. And I need to build, I'm trying to build this back up to what it was. But again, I used to have 5 members of staff. But right now, because it's COVID killed it practically, I'm working alone. And my sister comes in now and again. When I'm really desperate for help, she comes in. But otherwise, I do everything myself. And that's besides doing all the tutorials, searching for the products to get in for you. It's hard work. But I don't do it for me. I do it to get you the best things that's out there for the best price. But the most important, I think, is the quality. I know people have got, and please don't mention any other shops on here, we don't allow that. But I know people are shopping elsewhere because it's cheap, next day or maybe 2 or 3 days delivery. And when they're getting the products, they're disappointed. I've seen the videos and they're disappointed that the quality is not what it make it look like online. So you can go ahead and keep shopping there if you like. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever suits your purse. But you just won't get the quality anywhere like you do from us. Because I only source top quality products. And the quantity. You do not get the quantity anywhere else. Our kits are renowned all over the globe. But that doesn't mean to say that we constantly sell kits. You know, if I sell 2 or 3 kits a week, that's fantastic for me. But I'm on about the big kits, the ones that are your £20, £30, because you're getting an awful lot for your money. You get a lot for £10, I'll tell you. And I just want people to be able to receive the parcel, go, wow, which they do often. And the messages, you only have to look at the messages from people receiving their goodies. And you can see they're very, very pleased with what they get. I mean, one that's just ordered a peach and cream kit. I'm not mentioning any names because that's not fair on the person. Pink and cream kit, a blue kit, and a pack of doilies. Right? We're having to send her parcel in 3 because of the amount that's in the kits. She bought the big kits. So they've all had to go out separate. But I've written on the envelopes, you'll know who you are. Well, I can just say her first name, Linda. It's 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3. So you know there's 3 parcels coming. The weight alone stopped us from doing it all at once, Linda. Because there's an awful lot in those kits. So the thing is, people say, well, oh, how can you get so much? I source and barter left, right and centre for you lot. I really do. Even at a Caribou, I will barter like hell. And I get things for as little as possible, but charge as little as possible. It's always to cover costs and products. But what I'm saying is, the reason why I can keep my prices low is because I do that. And I do that to keep your spending low. I know people think, there's nobody in the world does that anymore. Yes, I'm old school. And I don't believe in cheating anybody. And I know a lot of people go, oh, shut up, Fee. Go away, Fee. Oh, I'm turning off, Fee. Bye. Oh. I need a cameo of some sort in the middle. I think. I took that off a box. And I've kept it thinking one day I will find a use for that. And that day could be today. Doesn't that look gorgeous? It's got pearl handle, you see. Oh, now you see I can't make my mind up. I am going to glue that on, so I need to remove that. And in order to do that, I just unhook it because you don't want it springing back on you. And just peel it. So you peel it from one end and then turn it over and peel it from the other. And peel it off, that's it, and then discard that carefully. Okay, so that's going to go there. Right, I'm okay with that. Now, see, I could have put one of these on, you know what I've made? But no, it's a Bridgerton bag. The thing is, and I can hook them on with that, that's fine. But I want to cover this first, so I'm going to do this. Beautiful trim is this. I'm going to lift that back. Just let me stand that there a minute out the way so you can actually see what I'm doing. Now I may, let's see. Okay. When you're doing this, you do need to gather it as well. So I'm just going to start there. We'll pop this trim in. And then we just gather it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So when we put that down, look. But you've got to imagine it all finished. The Bridgerton bag. Right, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I need to cover this. Now what I've got is some like a doily mat. I've just found that. No, it's the wrong look. I don't want the gold. Right, I did find what I was looking for. So I'm just going to do some tests. I mean, that would fit. Oh God, that would fit. Not sure. I could cut this. Yeah, I like that. Could cut this. No. I think I'm going to waste that. I'm just going to go with a plain one. I'm just going to go with this one. So what I'm going to do is just move that out of the way a minute. And cut this shape. With a slight bit more at the top there so it fits perfectly. Righty ho, here we go. And I don't mess about, I just do it. So I can trim that down. I need to glue it on and then trim it off. It was just missing something. I didn't really want to see this section, and I was going to stitch them two together, but I might glue them now. Raymond's come back. He's outside talking to the postie who's just arrived. And I know he'll be telling him about all this messing about with the mail and why is it taking so long. But they're in agreement with us, you know. The posties, the guys that come and deliver the mail, it's the company they work for. And if you're listening, anybody who's working from Royal Mail, your guys are saying, they're telling us what you're doing. And how you're messing up the whole bloody system. I mean, why? Is it done on purpose? Are you just basic arseholes? The guys who work for you tell the truth. And I'm going to put a braid on this as well. Okay. Yes, I like that better. It needed some background to it. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. So I brought in some braid somewhere. What did I do with it? Where did I put my braid? And like I say, for newbies and that, welcome to you all. I do have quite a few newbies actually. There we go. Because it's got a nice broad edge, I'm going to make it really pop. I'm going to add the pearl trim. Ooh. Yep, yep, yep. Right, we'll just let that set. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous. My Bridgerton purse. So I'm not sure if I will put the cameo on. But I'm not sure if I'm going to put any of the flowers on now. I don't want to overdo it. I might put a row of small ones here. Like that. Just do those at the top. Let me just see. That's it, right way around, mate. Need them there. And this here. That way. Oh. I don't know. That needs to be sat in something frilly. So, what I'm going to do is use... That's not big enough, that piece. It's the same lace. We're going to make a flower. So I do 12, 14 inches. That should do me a nice flower. Ah, look, his voice is, they're like, are they 13, 14 this year? And his voice is getting really deep for some reason. So maybe it's his age, I don't know. But he does sound funny when he barks. And I'm hoping it's all well like, but he does really sound funny. And he's barking because he can see his dad outside through the window. And he ain't come in. And I'll be wondering why. He's been the doctors this week. He's had an x-ray done. Went to the hospital, got an x-ray done on his knee. And he went to the doctors yesterday for the results. And he's got osteoporosis in his knee. And it is crippling him. So, but they can't do anything for it. Take painkillers and have a bit of physio. It's not bad enough for him to have an operation, but it's bad. If you know what I mean. So, you know, so it is. Just needs that to sit. That'll do. That will be fine. So all you do is go back to the beginning and don't pull it tight any more than what it is. I've measured it, it fits. Like that. Put the two pieces together without pulling it anymore. And then just stitch that together. That should be enough. I'm going to do the gap opening at the bottom. Okay, let me just make sure that fits. Like that. Squash that in, mate. That'll do, like that. And then I've just... So if I position this first, now I'm going to put... glossy accents on it as well as hot glue, because this will make sure that will not come off. Okay, we just position that right there, just there. Now, let me just, one more stitch in this just for safety. So, what I'm going to do is, have I got that straight? Yeah. A little bit of glue at the top. Seam at the bottom. And attach that there. Okay, where's the seam? There's the seam. So, bit of glue at the bottom. and attach the seam. And then we just have to do it like that all the way. This is absolutely gorgeous, I have to say. Already. You can see it. And then we just pull that back. Where you see it might need pulling, you've got that chance to, you know, to gather it a little bit more here and there. Now, I haven't put those on yet. Oh my, isn't that gorgeous? But I do want it to bling, bling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch this in, I think, and then we'll pop on, oh, maybe one of those. Oh, we'll just glue it in. Yeah, I'm just going to glue it in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on here, I think. Right, so don't tell me. Oh, that's near enough. That's near enough, isn't it? So I will put the 3 on here at the top. Because I do want to, I just want it all nice. So I'm going to go 1 there. Put that petal facing upwards, so that's in the centre. We know that. Going to go 1 there. And 1 there. And make sure these are all the same way. Put the petals so they're even there. See, like that. And then I'm going to take these. Will that fit on there? Yeah, it will actually. No, I'll put a smaller one on there. I'm going to put this. Now, wait a minute. I don't want to destroy that because that looks good. I like that. Flat back. The only ones I've got, really. Oh, I have got some. Hang on. I hope my thing lasts. Here we are. I've got some bigger ones. Smaller ones, I mean. So, even though they've got a little bit of sticky back on, I'm also going to glue them into place. That's more appropriate for the size of flower. And it will stick, they'll be fine. Oh dear. Raymond's having to change the wheel. He's been having problems, you know, with the tyre. It keeps going down for some reason. I think he needs it seen, so. And we're going to put 1 each on there as well. That'll fit on there. That's nice. Let's have a, oh, isn't that gorgeous? I love that. I really love it. That's so pretty. And it was a good choice doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think I'll colour them. And look, they've got pearl on here as well. But I just need to do something on the back. And so what I'm going to do is to cover the back in the same fabric. And I love that. Now all I've got to do is to find a bit of chain. Just find a bit of chain that I now need to use as a handle. And not sure, let me just find it. Oh, do you know, we could use that, a very chunky one, couldn't we? I don't mind using that at all. So, very quickly, we just need to attach this with some little hook things here. Now that's got a fastener on it, which that's great because that can go straight on there. And here's the finished project. I hope you like that. I've enjoyed doing it. It's not taking too long. And it's on the shop for sale. Thanks for watching. Take care and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.